Bass, Deputy Senate President, Excellency Distinguished Senator Barau Ibrahim Jibrin, His Excellency Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu Okezie, top-ranking members of the National Assembly, Chief Justice of the Federation, Honorable Justice Ariwola, His Excellency Senator George Akume, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Right Honorable Gbajabiamila, Chief of Staff to the President, APC Party Chairman Dr. Umaru Ganduje, members of the Federal Executive Council, Chief Hosts, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, Honorable Minister of the FCT, Dr. Mariam Mahmood, Honorable Minister of State of the FCT, Special Advisors and Special Assistants to Mr. President, top-level members of the judiciary here present, representative of the Sultan of Sokoto, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Musa, the Inspector General of Police, representatives of service chiefs here present, captains of industry, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairman, FCT Service Commission, Executive Secretary, FCDA, the Head of Service, FCDA, Mandate Secretaries, Permanent Secretaries, FCT, and Area Council Chairman, FCT, traditional and religious leaders here present, the representative of the Honor of Abuja, CECC management, contractors for this rail line, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we welcome you to this Abuja metro station. I want to welcome you all to a transportation experience never before seen in the FCT. My name is Eugenia Abu. I'm a multimedia strategy expert, broadcaster, and writer. I'm super excited to be your guide this morning. This is because I love train rides, and they confer a special transportation elixir on the travelers. Today, we gather here, Your Excellency, for the presidential flag-off of the commencement of the commercial operation of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System, rehabilitated under the present administration. It's a new dawn of transportation in the FCT, and how delightful it is that I would be able to take the light rail from here to the airport. It is heartwarming. Trains are excitable and gives us the opportunity to see communities along the route unknown to some and to savor the sheer beauty of our flora and fauna, our countryside. Welcome to the metro station in the Central Business District. But let's pause and truly welcome you, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to one of several projects in the FCT to be commissioned and flagged off by His Excellency, Mr. President, in commemoration of his one-year anniversary of the administration of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. We commence activities this morning with a project overview, this afternoon, with a project overview by Mandate Secretary, FCT Transportation Secretariat, Right Honorable Barrister Chinedum Elechi.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, Your Excellencies, please permit me to rely on the several layers of protocol already well established. Today is a happy day for the Transportation Secretariat on this historical milestone of the commencement of commercial operations of Phase 1 of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System, rehabilitated under the administration of the Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON. Your Excellency, Mr. President, will recall that it was only 9 months ago, in August 2023, at the Nigerian Bar Association Conference, Abuja, that Mr. President gave the Honorable Minister the charge to make sure that what is happening here today comes to reality. The Rail Management Project was awarded in 2007 and had a trial operation from September 2018 to March 2020 after completion. However, the COVID-19 pandemic affected the continuous trial operation, coupled with massive vandalization of key components, which resulted in the system not operational since 2020. It is in line with His Excellency, Mr. President's directives that the hard-working and focused Minister of the FCT commenced rehabilitation of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System, which is now ready for a full and final takeoff of the commercial operation after its inauguration by Mr. President today. The system has 12 trains, each with a capacity to accommodate a minimum of 700 passengers. Each train is designed to run a minimum of 14 trips per day, meaning that one train can transport approximately 9,800 passengers per day. The two lots, that is Lot 1A from Idu Station to Bazango and Lot 3 from Metro Station to Airport, will operate two trains each simultaneously every day, which brings a total passenger count to 39,200. And in 25 operational days in a month, it will be approximately 980,000 commuters. To effectively commence the commercial operations of the Abuja Road Mass Transit, the Honorable Minister FCT has constructed access roads and car parks in the 12 stations of the rail mass system. Right now, they're all functional. Little wonder that the Honorable Minister FCT is called Mr. Project. We say without any fear of contradiction that beyond any shadow of doubt, the Honorable Minister has shown both capacity for the job and loyalty to Mr. President. On behalf of the Transportation Secretariat, we welcome all our guests and invite His Excellencies, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, and entourage to sit back, relax, and enjoy the hospitality of the Honorable Minister FCT and the Honorable Minister of State FCT. Thank you and God bless.
Honorable Elechi has given us what to expect for this Abuja rail line from this metro station. Your Excellency, Mr. President, the nation shares in the excitement of this commencement of commercial operations of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System, rehabilitated under the present FCT administration. FCT citizens cannot contain their joy. And of course, the Honorable Minister of the FCT and the Honorable Minister of State have had sleepless nights in the last 1 year just getting us where we are today. Let's hear a round of applause for both of them. Great job. I'm also aware that there's an express service, Your Excellency, to feed the airport for those who are going and those who are also going to the Idu National Station, going to Kaduna, and the same way back. And we're aware that the Ministry of the FCT is also giving us reason to celebrate by gifting us 2 months free ride on this train. We thank you so very much. I'm aware also that we have, working very closely with the Honorable Minister, a true daughter of Nigeria, supportive and loyal, the much-loved Honorable Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, who will now deliver her vote of thanks. Honorable Minister. Let's encourage her.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and its residents, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, for once again honoring us with his presence in this special occasion. Your Excellencies, we sincerely extend our heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this momentous occasion, the flag off of the commercial operation of the Abuja Light Rail. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, I want to express our sincere appreciation to all the dignitaries that are here for honoring us with their presence and for their invaluable contributions to the realization of this significant milestone. Specifically, the FCT administration extends its gratitude to the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Senate President, Senator Goodwill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, as well as all members of the Parliament, also members of the Federal Executive Council for their invaluable support for this great administration. Today marks not only the integration of the modern transportation system, but also a testament to the power of collaboration and determination in bringing about positive change. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the entire team involved in planning, designing, constructing, and now operating these remarkable feats. Your hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment has made this day a possible one. To the residents of Abuja and beyond, I extend our gratitude for your support throughout the journey. The Abuja Light Rail is not just a mode of transportation, it is a symbol of progress, connectivity, and accessibility for all. As we embark on this new chapter, let us continue to work together to harness the full potential of this infrastructure to the benefit of our community and generation to come. Thank you once again. Thank you everybody for coming and contributing your own quota to make this a reality. Once again, we thank you, Mr. President, for this honor and appreciate everyone that is present here for being part of this historic moment. Thank you. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Minister of State delivering her vote of thanks there. Your Excellency, sir, very distinguished personalities here gathered. I'd like to crave your indulgence, sir, to ask all the journalists without a State House ID card to note that they would not be able to go down to the train station. The cameras that you have, if you do not have the State House ID, both as a reporter and as a cameraman or camera woman, you cannot go down to the train station. Also, all aides of honorable ministers and other distinguished personalities will not be going down with the personalities who will be joining Mr. President for the commencement of the train ride. So let me repeat that. All aides will remain behind. The security of Mr. President is enough cover for everyone. Your Excellency, in order for us to have a truly organized event, I'd like to again crave your indulgence to quickly name those who would be going with Mr. President. I'd like to state very quickly that everyone in the first row would be going. Of course, we also have the leadership of the National Assembly, the distinguished President of the Senate, his deputy, and other leadership of the National Assembly, as well as Chairman Senate Committee on FCT, Senator representing FCT, and Chairman Senate Committee on FCT Area Councils and Ancillary Matters. In the House of Representatives is the leadership of the House of Representatives. And we also have Chairman House Committee on FCT, Chairman House Committee on FCT Area Councils, and Chairman, Honorable Member representing FCT will also be going. From the judiciary, we have Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, Chief Justice of the Federation, Honorable Justice Monica Dongba Menson, President Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice John Tehemba Toho, Chief Judge, Federal High Court of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Benedict Kanyip, President, National Industrial Court of Nigeria. The Chief Judge, FCT High Court, are also invited to join. All members of the Federal Executive Council, and they will be led by the Honorable Minister of the FCT and the Honorable Minister of State, FCT. Security chiefs, we have the Chief of Defense Staff, we have the representatives of other service chiefs, and of course the Inspector General of Police. We also have with us the FCT Area Council Chairman. We have joining Mr. President, the representative of His Eminence the Sultan of Sokoto and the representative of the President of Cannes. We have captains of industry, and I already see the representative of Alhaji Aliko Dangote and other captains of industry here present. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, His Excellency Mr. Salim Saeed Aishamsi, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to Nigeria. His Excellency, the representative of the High Commissioner for the United Kingdom. His Excellency, the representative of the Ambassador of Italy to Nigeria. His Excellency, representative of the Ambassador of the United States, and the representative of the Ambassador of China in Nigeria, the Minister Counselor. We have joining Mr. President, the Accountant General of the Federation, the Governor of the Central Bank, and the Director General, DMO. We have also joining the National Chairman, All Progressives Congress. We also have the Chief of Staff to the Honorable Minister, FCT, Honorable Chidi Amadi, Dr. Emeka Eze, Chairman, FCT Civil Service Commission, Dr. Udo Atang, Head of FCT Civil Service, Engineer Shehu Hadi Ahmad, Executive Secretary, FCDA. We have also management of CCECC Nigeria Limited, the Chairman, Managing Director, Deputy Managing Director, and Executive Director. We have management of ARMT Operator, the Managing Director, Messrs. Nexant Consulting Limited, TOKS, Amingbade. And that is the list of those who would be going with Mr. President. Shall I remind you, please, that only those in the first row will go with Mr. President to cut the tape. And when he cuts the tape, after his speech, he will return to his seat, and those whom I have named will go to the train and wait for him to join them. Please take note of that announcement. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for granting me the opportunity to make those announcements. It is at this time, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I announce a man that has been described as Mr. Project. Together with the Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, the FCT Minister has already welcomed you, showing off his pedigree of infrastructural wizardry and dexterity, with a major interest in improving the lot of FCT residents and citizens. Please help me give a warm Abuja welcome to Mr. Project, the indefatigable Honorable Minister of the FCT, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, the Senate President, the Right Honorable Speaker, my Lord, the Chief Justice of the Federation, may I rely on the existing protocol. Your Excellency, the mandate Secretary Transportation has given the brief description of what we're expected to see today. I will just try to put everything in proper perspective. I thank God that the president of the Nigerian Bar Association is here. It was his occasion, which you were duly invited to declare open the annual conference of the Nigerian Bar Association in 2023. Barely a month in office, I was sworn in with the Minister of State, 21st of August, 2023. Then between that time and September, we had the annual bar conference. And it was in that conference, Mr. President said, our dear chief host, our landlord, I want to ride on the metro line. Do not give me land. All I want is to ride on the metro line. Which means Your Excellency knows that there exists of a metro line. But why do you say you want to ride on it? Because it was not operational. And that was why you said you want to ride on it. If it was operational, you wouldn't have given that directive, because it was not operational, and you gave a marching order that we must make it to be operational for the interest of the residents of Abuja. Thereafter, Mr. President, we came back because it was that directive that spurred us to action. We never knew that this was the situation. And when we came back, we had to ask the Transport Secretariat what happened that the metro line was not in use. And they said it was commissioned around 2017, 2018. And one of the things that inhibited the operation was that how could you have built train stations without access roads? Take for example, if I'm living in Idu and I want to use Idu station, how do I go to Idu station? There's no road to Idu station. So there's no way people could have access to the train station. And that was why the issue of becoming operational was not there. And so when he said he wanted to ride on the train station, we came back and when I said, look, what are we going to do? We called the Executive Secretary of FCDA and said, look, the President has directed that he wants to ride on this train station. And we calculated from that period till he had 1 year in office, how many months? There are about 9 months. And we said, is it possible that we can actualize this assignment within 9 months? Of course, Mr. President, the contract for the rehabilitation of this railway was given in 2018. 2018. And it was awarded at a cost of $30 billion. And that was not paid. It was a directive that we had to plead with the central bank, plead with the Minister of Finance, and the Accountant General. They all came together to say, look, support us. This is the directive Mr. President has given. And I can tell you that the Governor of Central Bank and his team did everything and paid that money to CCECC. So I want to, with your kind permission, ask the Governor of Central Bank and his team to take a bow. Thank you very much. The Minister of Finance to also take a bow. And the Accountant General of the Federation to also take a bow. Without their support, it wouldn't have been possible. Having finished paying that, now what do we do with the roads? The cost of those roads was 7 lots, cost us 21.4 billion naira. As I speak to you today, all those roads are completed, car parks for people to use to the various train stations. So what we're doing today is not that we are commissioning metro, no. And people, because I have heard people say that this has been commissioned before, what was commissioned in the metro station, not the operational. Because you can't have a train station when it is not in use. So it was a directive. That's why we're here today. The last government awarded to CCECC to train those who will operate these trains at the cost of $128 million to train our people for 29 months. So we came back and we called the company. It is like you want to sabotage the business of this metro line. Where are we going to get $128 million? Which people are you training? Are you training all of them in China or where? Your Excellency, we sat down with them and said, no, it's not possible. We renegotiated with them. Today, they brought it down to $75 million, which means we have saved not less than $50 million. 128 approved by Federal Executive Council in the last administration. For me, today is the happiest day. We are talking about the Renew Hope agenda. What's the Renew Hope agenda? Giving back hope to the people. That's what it means. So it is a reality. What you are saying today is a reality. People will not be happy that I can come to the city and go back. Those who want to watch football match will take the train down to the next train station, walk down to the Moshood Abiola Stadium, finish the match, go back to the train station, and go back to their houses. So when people talk about the New Hope, it's as if it is just mere talk. It's a reality. I want to use Abuja to showcase that the New Hope agenda is real, is working, and is practical. So, Mr. President, this is part of promise made and promise fulfilled. On this note, I invite you to please talk to us and flag up the commercial operation of this. Thank you and God bless you.
Please, have your seat. The Vice President, Hashim Shettima, the Senate President, and the Speaker House of Representatives, the Chief Justice of the Federation, Deputy Senate President, Deputy Speaker, House of Reps, President of the Court of Appeal, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Honorable Ministers, here present, the Governor of Central Bank and his team, members of the Cabinet, I've had the Honorable Minister of FCT paying tribute to teamship, your collaboration, cooperation, and assistance to make today a reality. To the Royal Fathers, the service chiefs, senior government officials, I say thank you very much. Today marks the milestone of our march towards enduring progress as a country, most especially in Abuja capital, Federal Capital Territory. As we gather here to commemorate the 4th anniversary of my administration, we are also celebrating the fruit of collaboration, dedication, progress, and foresightedness. It is my immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you to flag off the relaunch of commercial operation of the Abuja Mass Transit Rail Program, known commonly as Abuja Metro. The Abuja Metro was inherited by my administration from my predecessor. It was first commissioned in 2018 for public use, but this is not to be. COVID-19 struck. The train service was abandoned, vandalized then. Disused and abused. When we came to office, in my desire to have a functional and flourishing federal capital with efficient public infrastructure and transportation, I will serve the people who live and work within the city and the surrounding communities. I made a request, a public request, and a challenge to Wike. Today, then I did not know that it will be able to deliver this project on time. I said, don't give me land. Mr. Landlord, give me the assurance that I will be able to ride on the metro line. He laughed, nodded his head. I am very proud that today you deliver on that promise. Now, if you give me land, you have fulfilled your promise. Recommencement of this project is a dream come true for all of us. Am I ever not surprised given the track record of the minister? This accomplishment by FCT administration is a demonstration of serious commitment to value the charter that we all should embrace in this country. Mr. Project, I say thank you very much to you and your team. In keeping with the ideas ideals of the Renew Hope agenda. You have, with your team, demonstrated unusual capacity to really include people. Thank you very much once again. The huge investment that you've saved and you've put on this project is there for the people to remember. Transportation, it gives you hope and access to the various individuals and organizations. But here we are at the last review. The access roads to the various stations of the route is not being done. But today, we are proudly saying you are truly serving the nation. And that is part of a critical element of our new national anthem adopted. It's all about service. You are proud to serve your motherland. Thank you. Abuja Light Rail Metro stands as a symbol of progress, connectivity, inclusivity. It signifies our determination to modernize our transportation infrastructure, reduce traffic congestion in the city, and enhance accessibility to all residents, be visitors within and outside Abuja. Today, what we have in the Federal Capital Territory is another piece of evidence that we are a government that delivers on promises. I observe keenly other milestones that this administration have achieved, especially in the areas of social services and other public utilities. Our dear landlord and esteemed, I heard you say 2 months free ride. I appeal to you to make it till the end of the year. Free ride. Since today you are not going to charge me, thank you, give the people hope and reasons to celebrate. Thank you very much for listening.
His Excellency has gifted us more free rides. We thank you, sir. A round of applause for His Excellency. Thank you so very much. front row will be here to cut the tape. His Excellency, Mr. President, will return to his seat after now, and then all of us will go to the train and wait for him.
Of God, indivisible commitment to the service of metro lines hereby declared operational.
His Excellency has flagged off the commencement of commercial use of the Abuja light rail. We congratulate the Minister of the FCT and his Minister of State. All those in the front row will return to their seats. In the front row will return to their seats and keep Mr. President company. And then we will invite all others to return to the train. And I will call you in batches. At this point, I would like to crave the indulgence of Mr. President, the Vice President, and all those in the first row to take the national anthem now. Mr. President will remain seated, and I will invite every other person to go to the train, and then he will join. Your Excellency, Mr. President, sir, the national anthem. Thank you very much, Brigade of Guards. We may be seated now. Mr. President will be seated, and all those in the front row will be seated. Here is the list of those accompanying Mr. President in batches. I'd like to start straight away with the leadership of the National Assembly. The leadership of the National Assembly. Everybody in the front row will remain seated and keep Mr. President company. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, sir. The leadership of the Senate. The leadership of the House of Representatives. This is to include the Senator representing FCT, Chairman House Committee FCT, the House of Representatives member representing FCT, Chairman House Committee FCT. We're also inviting the top level members of the judiciary, We're also inviting all members of the Federal Executive Council. We're also inviting the President of the NBA. We're also inviting to join the representative of the honor of Abuja. We're also inviting the Chief of Defense Staff, representatives of the Service Chiefs, Inspector General of Police. We're also inviting DG DMO. We're also inviting DG SSS. We're also inviting the Accountant General of the Federation, the representative of the Sultan of Sokoto, the representative of the President of Khan, FCT Area Council Chairman, Captains of Industry, representative of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, Tony Elumelu, Alhaji Abdul Samad, Mr. Jim Ovia, Sir Emeka Ofo, Mr. Wale Tinubu, and Mr. Femi Otedola, members of the Diplomatic Corps, His Excellency Mr. Salim Saeed Aishamsi, Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates, representative of the High Commissioner of the United Kingdom, representative of the Ambassador of Italy, representative of the Ambassador of the United States, representative of the Ambassador of China. We're also inviting the National Chairman, All Progressive Congress. We're inviting Honorable Chidi Amadi, Chief of Staff to the Honorable Minister, Dr. Emeka Eze, Chairman, FCT Civil Service Commission, Dr. Udo Atang, Head of FCT Civil Service, Engineer Shehu Ahmad, Executive Secretary, FCDA, Management of CCECC, Nigeria Limited, Jason Zhang, Chairman, Managing Director, Deputy Managing Director, Executive Director, Managing Director, Messrs. Nexant Consulting Limited. Please make your way to the train if I have mentioned your name, and Mr. President will join you shortly. The rest of us will please remain seated. Please remain seated. Thank you very much. Remember that only State House cameramen and State House reporters can join in the train.